Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Justin Herbert sacked.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he's going to go down again.
A loss of 6 yards.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. And he knocks it through. But it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right?
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
3 yards pickup. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's complete, right around the 8. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
8-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Williams will try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good work after the catch gets him 15 and a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's third down.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Vikings will take over here first and 10. And now out comes Minnesota, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. First NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears get a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's going to air one out. He's got it with the 15. Takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Now this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 52
Well,
yards.
partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 21 yards away. And the Bears cut into that lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll drop this down to Williams. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a...
This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Down at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because The way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Second and 2.
Second and 2. Man open left side, it's Williams.
The pass.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
It's a loss.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. Not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Is the ball carrier.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
And it brings up third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Bears get a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's got the daylight. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Or asked to do it a lot in college, so it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they try the right side here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the Bears' 7-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Open man is Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Bears 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Set to kick off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Herbert will get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, You just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete.
That's good.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
49-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Again, it's Williams.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down and goal. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do